Jason was kind enough to replace your processor. He put a new mic in there for you, too. I don't know if you noticed that. He probably told you.
Well, yeah, everything was askew when I got in here.
It was all askew, right.
Yeah.
Because he was putting things together so that we can enjoy the full dynamic spectrum of Poundcake. Back in the room. No matter what you and I sound like, Bill. Really doesn't. At the end of the day, sure, the show might bear my name, but at the end of the day, it's most important how Poundcake sounds.
It's funny you mentioned the end of the day.
Why is that?
Oh, just because of the end of the day on Friday, Poundcake was kind of going on about some things in front of somebody. And I was like,
did he run into one of the Muckity Mucks? I saw like heavy-duty management walking around here on Friday.
Yeah, and I was like, do you know who that is? Like, I called him on the way home, and he's like,
did you say something? Did he do something
Nothing
in front
like
of somebody?
Terrible, but it was just like
Poundcake stuff.
Yeah, Poundcake stuff, and he was just very brash about it. And I was like, do you know who that was? And he's like,
and I said, my luck is probably someone very, very important, and I made a fool of. Do you hear my mic going in and out? Does it sound like that?
Well, it sounds a little weird, but we'll get through it. It's fine.
But then he's like, I'm like, do you know who that was? And he's like, no. And I go, okay, bye.
And I said, no, don't do that to me. I said, who was it? Because he left me lingering. Should I even discuss it on there? Or?
Well, yes. I don't know what happened.
Well, I don't remember exactly what I said. I think I probably said something I think I said hit the pin or smoke. I don't remember which one.
You were saying smoke, I believe.
Okay. Well, then, yeah. I think it was the end of the day, and I was going to go record the podcast this weekend.
Where was this that you said this?
In the
elevator.
Like
in the elevator.
In an elevator.
And
it's Bill and you.
Yeah.
And then someone got in. I don't remember the man's name, but he got in behind us. And I was just like, oh, I'm so glad it's the end of the week. I'm getting ready to, just lounge around. And I said, Fancy wants me to record at his house. And I was like, I really don't feel like it tonight. I'm really kind of like exhausted. And Bill was
this is not the enthusiasm or words he was using, by the way.
No, yes, it was.
It was a Friday night and he was excited.
Yeah, he was excited about it.
Well, I was like, you're not really free unless you could just go home and just chill. And I was like, I'm not about to do nothing. I was like, and I think I told Bill, I said,
what do you do most nights? And he's like, I go home and I smoke.
Well, yeah, Bill was like, yeah, what are you going to do when you get home? I said, probably just smoke and just go to bed.
Yeah, but you didn't specify what you were smoking.
No, I literally...
And even if you did, I don't know that that's that controversial anymore.
I've talked about that on air, so I was like, I would never say anything that I wouldn't admit on air. So if anybody's even if you're a Muckity Muck and you're walking down the hallway, we have it playing in the hallway. So
I just thought it was funny, like you were.
Oh, we are not playing in the hallway. Trust me, ever.
No,
it's Conspiracy Central down the hall. That's always on in the hallway. Huh?
Just
your speakers
in my office, not in the hallway.
Okay, but yeah, no.
But I just thought it was funny that you were. I mean, like I said, you didn't say anything crazy, but it was like
It's definitely
walking to the car. That guy's like. Asking a little bit about like how's the just like
point is Poundcake makes no delineation when there are strangers around and when there are friends around. Doesn't matter to him. He just lets fly.
That's good though.
Well, it's it's fine. I think in this situation it is fine, but that is a bad habit to be in.
It is a bad habit.
Because sometime it won't be fine, and who knows what you'll say.
And the thing is, radio is so weird.
I don't even talk to people I know in the elevator if I take the elevator.
And normally, like...
If the red light's not on, Bill, I ain't talking. I don't give away that stuff for free.
Normally, I don't say anything, but this particular instance, Bill was like... We were just talking, and I was just like, oh, my God, it's Friday. I don't want to do anything. And radio is so weird where you can literally have the biggest CEO you can have in the company, and they will be wearing shorts and a T-shirt, and you would never know. And I'm like...
No, you would never know.
Well, yeah,
if
I didn't know.
upper management in this company was walking around, I would know who they were. You wouldn't know.
But I'm saying that normally, if you're in a corporate America, well, this is corporate America, but I'm talking about if you're having...
This is a huge company.
Well, it's not like
what is he talking about?
This guy wasn't dressed...
If you're in corporate America, this is like the largest...
But I'm saying
that's right.
The sales guys walks around in like suits and ties. These guys here, in radio, you do have the luxury of, you can just wear your everyday outfit.
That's why it's more important to recognize these people on site.
I understand. That's what I'm
Because you're right. Gene Romano or somebody could be walking around here looking like a regular dude.
And he was a regular dude.
That's part of what they're doing.
As soon as I got a text, I didn't see it, and then my phone started ringing. His Bill. I'm like, oh my gosh, did Bill get stuck? Like, is he on the side of the road? Do I need to go pick him up? And then he's like, I pick up the phone, I'm like, hello? He's like, do you know who that was? I'm like, it's someone who's gonna get me in trouble, isn't it? Like immediately, I was like, it's probably someone very, very important, and I literally made a fool out of myself. Who is it? And Bill's like, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm like, why? That's not nice. Why? He's like, I'm gonna wait till Monday. I'm like, no, who is it? And he's like,
I'll tell you Monday.
I was like, clearly you don't care, so therefore I'm just gonna let it go.
But at that point, there's no good that could be done from telling you anyway. He might as well.
The damage is done.
I'm gonna find him on Facebook and be like, listen, so
You might as well let him dangle there over the course of the weekend. Who was it, Bill? What muckety muck here, under the watchful eye of Dave iHeartMedia?
Before I reveal that, I would like to know if you were spoken to by anybody else about this.
Jason said something.
No, really?
We did.
What did he say to you?
What did he say?
He said, just what? He said, you should watch this.
Oh, that means that somebody did say something to him then.
I don't know.
Again, I got to be on record as saying that somebody saying I'm going to go home and smoke is not
That's
controversial.
not a big deal.
There's a dude running for Congress in South Carolina. His whole ad is him puffing off this giant blunt, and that guy's going to get swept into office.
Yeah,
So Jason said just chill out on the smoke talk?
Yeah.
He probably said just watch what you say around.
He did.
Yeah, right.
He didn't. It wasn't like a big talker. Well, there's no office to pull me into, but he was just like, he was like, I watched the smoke talk. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Did he specify on the air or?
He just told me literally when he was showing me my mic in here.
All right, you want to?
Who was it? Come on.
I don't know.
You're such a. Oh my God. You're the worst.
Are you being funny?
Bill doesn't know who it was. No, he was
Wasn't
setting
even
you up.
Just a guy.
Somebody from down the
Oh,
hall.
I literally hate you. Oh, he's a dick. I hate him. Now I really do need to go home and smoke. This is ridiculous.
Now he's got a reason to go home and de-stress, hitting the pen.
I literally was just like sitting there all day. I was like, okay, I don't see an email. I don't see an email. Everything's fine. I didn't see an email. And then Jason came in here and my whole room was up. I was like, oh no, they're replacing me. They're getting a new mic and a new phone screener too.
Do you know what I took out of that story, Cody? Is that you thought if Bill was stuck in a ditch in the snow that he would call you.
I thought it was. I was
because
nearby.
they left together. They were the only two that were. Yeah.
No, he might.
Cody, please come help me. I know you know so much.
No,
about
he knows I don't know anything, but I would come pick him up and take him home or take him. I've taken him to get his car before. Oh, I hate you. Oh,
That's
Were you really thinking about it all weekend?
I smoked myself into a coma. I was like, you know what? If they're gonna let me go, I'm just gonna be real numb to it.
You're going to go on a literal blaze of glory.
I was like, it's already in my system. I might as well just get more high.
I completely forgot about it until minutes before you walked in.
God, I hate you.
And I was like, oh yeah, I gotta tell Alan and Jason.
Smoke
And it was
weed
just
every day.
lucky that Jason was here because he's usually working from home. Or
So
from
you have no
another
idea who it
studio.
was?
No idea.
It was probably just one of the news guys at TAM.
That's who it looked like. I'm like, they have people down there all the time. And yes, I should watch my mouth. But again, I don't say anything that I haven't said on air. So I
That
didn't
is
think
true.
it was a
Yep.
big deal.
That is true.
In this situation,
But Bill knew
There's
he could
definitely-
push that button and you'd freak out all
Because he
weekend.
sent me a text, he sent me a call, I didn't answer, and then I called him back, and he's like, bro, do you know who that was? I'm like,
Oh, you really
who-
doubled
Yes!
down on this.
yeah, I was like,
He's
this
like-
will be a fun way to start the show Monday.
He's like, I'll tell you Monday. I'm like, no, don't do that. You're mean. He's like, no, I'll tell you Monday. I was like, is there someone who could get me fired? He's like, I'll tell you on Monday.
I'll tell you Monday.
If you still have a job. Ooh, you're a dick. Ooh, I'm going to get you back. I'm going to get you back.
so,
If you
What are you
in a
so
ditch-
worright about, by the way?
you literally didn't say anything at all.
What if
Yeah.
you got fired? So what? You go off and you do your own thing.
Yeah, but I care. If I didn't care, I would be like, eh.
Cody, I'm out in Hollywood now, and I have so many connections. So if anything were to happen, just call Callie Mayer, and she'll totally set you up.
Appreciate it.
Now she's gonna have to be careful with that voice because people are gonna think that we're having some signal drift, like
That
we
was the
like we did on
weirdest
Friday.
ever. No, we're good. We're all set up. We had multiple engineers in here, and they've been very nice and accommodating.
Yeah.
and yeah.
Have you seen
This-
Miles? Is this
No, he's back in Akron.
He lives in Akron.
Yeah, he doesn't
now.
live in.
He doesn't work for this
he's been
company
back for a
anymore.
while. Yeah,
He's freelancing.
he hung out his own shingle. He's doing his own thing.
Yep.
So Callie Mayer is out there, and she was not privy to any of this. She was
No.
out there soaking up the sun,
They probably don't even care about
But
smoking out
let me
there.
tell you this.
throwing rocks at sea lions.
Callie Mayer does know that there have been times in the elevator that Poundcake has been talking about boys or
But that's
situations.
with you guys. Now
And
that's
just
different.
really yeah, but there's been times where we're
Clean it up,
walking
yeah.
out and then you'll say something and the maintenance people or the custodians will be looking and be like, what are they talking about? 'Cause
I'm
we
not
talk
the only one
about
that does that. Don't lay that at
size
my
and
feet.
girth.
No.
Listen,
I am not the only one that
the
does that.
custodians, you got nothing to worry about.
I
But
know,
if you
but
don't know,
yeah.
if you don't know upper management by face, That's a whole other thing.
That's why I was concerned. I was like, 'cause if this guy was upper management, then I have no idea who upper management.
People like Poundcake, though. Somebody would go to bat for him.
Yeah.
Not me, but I mean, somebody would go to bat
Somebody
for him.
would.
Somebody would. Callie Mayer would go to bat for him.
Yes, she was.
All right, I got to take a break. I'll have another $1,000 for you to win on the way around 2:30. Still plenty of chances for you to go fund yourself. So listen for that keyword on the way. It'll be your first of 5 this afternoon on the show. You want to text for anything? 35192, and we'll be back.